First, we're going to do a moment of silence. If we could all please rise. All right, Mr. Barton, listen the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, moving into the public comment section of this agenda, we have a couple people who have signed up. If you've not signed up, you are more than welcome to speak after those who have. You have 3 minutes to speak as an individual. Please state your name and address for the record. Mr. Reed will also be our timekeeper. If you are speaking on behalf of a group, please specify the group. Only one member of an individual group is allowed to speak for 5 minutes. Everyone else is 3 minutes. And at this time, I will call up Wisteria Johnson. A lot of pens in here.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Wisteria Johnson, Shipman, Virginia. I'm addressing what I understand to be a new law governing livestock management in Nelson County. And I understand that there has been situations where animals have been getting out of their confines and causing harm, where there has been no restitution. That's my understanding. So I agree that there is a need for a law. However, I'm asking that you carefully choose the language in this law that will punish the willful negligent or the habitual offender, as opposed to the many livestock owners that you have here in the county. My only, and the reason for that is a misdemeanor charge can wreak a lot of financial havoc to your average livestock owner here in Nelson. So if I'm correct in understanding about that law that is thinking about being created or is being created, I ask that you will carefully choose the language that will still support your citizen, your livestock owner that tries to do what they need, what they do responsibly when their animals get out, and punish those that are habitual offenders. That's my only request. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill Piercy.
Gentlemen, I'm William Piercy, 608 Fortunes Cove in Livingston. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. Appreciate your service. I know your time is much more valuable than the compensation that you get from those awards. Hopefully it will be made up in other ways. I was recently at electoral board meeting last week, I think. And found that there was a suggestion or proposition, I don't know if it's coming to budget session or not, for an additional purpose of personnel in the registrar's office. I'd like to advocate in favor of that if it's not already too late. Or that would just be my suggestion. Is I know that our registrar, because of the additional loads of pandemic and so forth that's put on the board, that she wouldn't be asking for it if it wasn't necessary. So I'd like to advocate in favor of that. Another thing, second to electoral in that thing is that Nelson County might suggest to the state that we establish some sort of a quotient so that we have a level playing field to measure what is the cost of a vote, say by precinct. You can put in all the resources divided by the number of people that vote in that precinct. that we could come up with a number, apples to apples, across the state that would say, you know, how is Nelson County doing compared to the rest of them? So just for consideration that, I don't know, we could be leader in that too. I do know whether our VDOT representative will be here this afternoon or not. He is. That we determine who it is that is a consultant or software company that is used for simulating traffic options and intersections. So we could at least have, I guess, public disclosure of how these. I know
30
these
seconds.
guys- I got 1 minute.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I got 2 more things here.
All right.
Well, in the vein of continuous improvement, these are real nice, but you can't see them on YouTube. This is a white screen. I don't know if Mike is able to look at it and say, what can we do? You know, I know sometimes it's very, very valuable, and you guys lean up when you're talking in the mic. We appreciate that, so we can hear you. It's a good resource. I'm not even gonna get into the last one, sorry, but thank you again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Bill. All right, does anyone else wish to speak?
Larry.
We'll let Mr. Harvey get a seat real quick.